welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a beginner friendly contour and highlight video. So if you've been struggling or don't know where to start, go ahead and continue watching this video. But before you do that, if you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button and don't forget to comment and like at the end. Okay, so getting right into it, you see me with my concealer choices. So I have the Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS. Of course it won't focus, but I'll tell you guys what it is anyway. It's medium dark in the shade Biscuit. And if I don't have this, it just depends on like the brightness I'm trying to go for. But in this video, I'm gonna actually use this one, and this is the Hourglass in the shade Dune Vanish. And y'all, I've been loving these concealers by Hourglass. They are a little bit on the pricey side, but this shade is what I've usually been going for. It's kind of in the middle. It's not too bright, but it's not too matchy with the foundation color. And then of course I have a LA Pro Conceal. That's my go-to if I obviously don't have anything else, and I'll use the shade Almond. So these are the three shades I would use if I'm going for a more natural highlight. I just wanted to give you guys a little option when it comes to not only price range, but creaminess and color range. Huge when it comes to highlighting, because you don't want something that's too close to your foundation color to where it's not really highlighting. You know, it's kind of like you're just putting on another foundation color. So you see me now taking my Hourglass concealer, and by the way, my face is already prime, prep, and I have foundation on. But now you see me going in with that concealer, and I'm placing it up under the eyes first. I mean, there's no specific order you have to go in, but I put it up under my eyes first, and I put it down the bridge of my nose up to the middle of my forehead, and I'm kind of making the triangles just because I wanted you guys to kind of see placement wise where this concealer is supposed to stay somewhat. So I'm just taking this concealer once again, and I'm putting it up under the lip just to kind of give a highlight on the chin area. I am putting a lot on, it may seem, because I am doing a full face V. Now you can highlight doing the same in the same spots, and you can use less concealer. It just depends on the type of face you're going for. The face I'm doing today will be a little more full coverage, so you do see me use a little more concealer than normal. On an everyday basis, I probably would do, you know, like 3 dots under the eye or a streak or 2. And if you want to see that, go ahead and comment below. Let me know if you guys want the more basic everyday highlight and contour video. So now you see me going in with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by I think Maybelline, and it's in the shade 147 Mahogany. Guys, when I tell you this has been my favorite, just simply because of the color. Like, it's so hard for me to find a bronzer or a contour shade, because I do not like the muddy look, you know? Like, it's so easy to go pick up a contour or a bronzer and think that, oh wow, this is gonna be super nice, until you put it on your skin and it looks like a streak of mud going under your cheekbones. So happy to say that not only is this cost effective, but I mean, look at the results. It's super pretty, and I can't wait to see this when it's summertime because of how golden it is. It's just chef's kiss. So you see me going in with my Real Technique brush, and I kind of just blended that contour out first. It's kind of to each your own. You can blend out your lighter concealer first and do your contour next, or, you know, vice versa. I myself like to do the darker shade first, just simply because you can kind of shade out the harsher lines with a lighter concealer by just going back in. So I start there first, and then I'll go in and do the lighter concealer as you see me doing now. And I'll just work that in with another Real Techniques brush. I'll have all of the brushes and the products listed below in the comments. But I prefer a brush first to blend the lighter concealer out, just because it kind of helps you with placement control. And as you can see, I'm somewhat going out of the lines, but for the majority of the part, I'm trying to keep the placement of that lighter concealer in those spots that I placed the concealer in from the beginning. And don't be afraid to make the ugliest faces, because you definitely want to get up under that eye, because up under your eye obviously is where your makeup creases first, especially before you even get the powder on. So you want to make sure you even out those lines under the eyes constantly, especially before you bake. So you'll see me now go in with a smaller brush, and I'm just using that to go up the bridge of my nose to blend out that darker shade concealer. And two, it doesn't hurt for both of the colors to mix together, just simply because it'll make it even look, I can't talk, it'll make it look even more natural. Just with the colors combined, it'll kind of tone down that brassiness in the contour color, and it'll kind of dim down the brightness in the lighter shade concealer, so it works. So once I'm done blurring out the harsh lines just somewhat, I'm going in with a beauty blender, and I'm kind of reinforcing that lighter concealer. Just it's just an extra step for me that I feel like helps blend in the concealer a little bit more to the skin. Like I said, the brush was more so for placement, and then I used Beauty Blender just to kind of compact that concealer into the skin to where it blends a little more. So I just used my Real Technique brush, and I used the darker concealer brush, and I kind of just go around those harsh lines too, just to kind of help blend that out some more. And I kind of just go in a cycle, back and forth with the beauty blender and my Real Technique brushes, just to ensure that, you know, those harsh lines are eliminated and everything is looking real natural and complete. Ladies, don't feel, you know, super critiquey. I think I'm making that up, or whatever. Don't critique yourself that much, you know. I feel like this is definitely an art. Once again, it's not something you get overnight. It's definitely learning your face, learning your facial structure. You could watch me all day do makeup, but it more so comes down to you just learning yourself and learning what you like. So just always remember that when doing your makeup, you know, like I might be doing something that you could take from this, and I might be doing some things that you're like, that might not work for me. It's just all about figuring out what works for you and what you like. So you'll just see me go back and forth, like I said, blending out that lighter area of concealer, and going back and blending out the darker areas again with my Real Technique brush, and also blurring out the lines of the lighter concealer colors with that darker shade.
Kept the gallery open till 10 for you and your friends. You know how I spend in HOUSTON. I get too crazy, had a little bad enough. We stay good friends, we get too wavy. All I know is that when this cup ends, the next one begins. My babe, you know me, and you knew me back then, and you know how.
Here is kind of where you see what I was saying when I say I use the darker concealer color to kind of blend out those harsh lines. So now you can kind of see me really put that into effect with my cheekbones. I'm just going in and I'm going up under that lighter concealer, and I'm eliminating those harsh lines there. And then you'll see me work my way up to kind of the side of my head, and we'll just kind of eliminate that. And I like the line there next to my waterline, just because it's a guide for me when I'm doing my eyeliner. You can also eliminate that once you do your translucent powder. So now that that's set, we're going to go in with our setting powder. In today's choice, we're going to use KYLIE Cosmetics translucent powder. Y'all, this stuff, I can't rant enough how good it is. Like, literally, just watch. It just melts in your skin. It literally is so light and fluffy. But the results is what gets me. Like, this stuff is so bomb. Definitely go try you some. But always reinforce going up under your eye with a brush or a beauty blender before putting your translucent powder, because once it is set, you can definitely forget it. Like, if there's any wrinkles up under your eye and you put powder on that, it's set, girl. You're gonna be wrinkling up under those eyes. So this is why you see me making this ugly face, because it's so crucial to get some powder under those eyes before they wrinkle again. So always remember that. If you remember nothing else, remember that. So I'm just using a Real Techniques brush first, a smaller one. And I'm just rushing to put that under my eyes so that doesn't crease. And then you'll see me go in with a larger brush to set the rest of my face.
Trying to fuck up the wheels or fuck up the deals. I'm posted in Stockholm. It's Peter House and the twins. It's only the real. I'm moving way too humble. Easy and handed it off. I still got no fumbles. I'm on a hot 100. Numero uno. This one ain't come with a bundle. I'm in the win. $1 million in chocolate chips. And that's your time my cookie crumble. I put a skirt on the whip and a crown on the 6, but there's no need to dress up the numbers. Hey, hey. Yeah, but I can say my petty reasons. They wanna know how I'm living my day-to-day life in the regular season. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, hey, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, we'll see what's about to happen. I can't sit in one place. I'm not ashamed at all. Still finding myself, let alone a soulmate, I'm just saying. Feel like we one and the same, our relationship changed. That or it never existed. Whenever they say something about us, you listen. Well, fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time. Fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time. My time with you now. 5 minutes slowly. 5 minutes slowly. 5 minutes She says you're my everything. I love you through everything. I done did everything too. She forgave me for everything.
Okay, so once you finish setting your whole face with whatever translucent powder you decide, you want to go in with some type of powder foundation. I just wanted to show you guys that Studio Mac has a, or I'm saying Studio Mac. Mac has a powder foundation that is lovely to put on top of any translucent powder, just to make sure you don't have that backflash when you do take pictures. So I just wanted to show you guys that you could use that. So I'm using the Studio Fix MAC powder foundation. Let me see. I'm using the shade N5 to go up under my eyes. And I'm just wiping away that excess translucent powder just to ensure that I'm not looking dusty under the eyes. And then next you'll see me go in with the Fenty Beauty powder foundation in the shade 410. And that's what I like to use on the rest of my face to kind of swipe away my translucent powder. And once again, like I said, ladies, this step is major just because it just gives you that security of knowing that you're not gonna look like a donut in the club. And two, Fenty just snaps when it comes to this formula. I've said this time and time again. This powder foundation is something that you can wear by itself. Like, it gives buildable, it gives full coverage, especially when you build it right. It's super nice, and it just leaves your skin flawless. So why not put it on top of the translucent powder? It's crazy because I don't know if the camera does it justice, but you can just tell how much smoother my skin looks by applying that on top of it. So next you'll see me go in with that same Fenty Beauty Fenty Beauty foundation powder, and I'm going to take a round brush and I'm going to work in circular motions in the corner of my eyes, so we're eliminating that whiteness of the concealer and translucent powder residue. So we're just bringing back the, how do you say it? Bringing back the sculpt. I don't even know how to say that. We're bringing back the depth. There we go. Bringing back the depth in our face. So this is like your contouring of your eyes when you don't want to do eyeshadow and whatnot. Or even when you do eyeshadow, you still want to add in this step because you still want to bring back that depth in your eyes, especially on the inner corners.
Twisted, ride the pipe like a bike,
So now that we've reinforced the bridge of our nose, we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade 460. And this is my bronzer, I'd like to say, because it's the perfect shade. Once again, it's so hard for me to find bronzers that isn't muddy, and I found a foundation that works as a bronzer. The lovely, lovely effects of makeup. You can use whatever you want, however you want. And look at it. The color match. Perfect. So yes, if you guys don't have Fenty Beauty powder foundation in your kit, I would most definitely run and go get it. It is, I think, $42 retail price, but I've been having the same palettes for the longest. That's all I'll say. Sponsor me, thanks. So now you'll see me go in and we're going to highlight with the Brownie Bar face palette. I've been having this for decades, if you can't tell. So what I do is I go in with a round brush and I just swipe that above my cheekbones. Look how lovely that looks. Chef's kiss. Wow. This brush too, by the way, is 10 out of 10. The bristles on this thing feel like heaven. Pillows. Amazing. So I take that down the bridge of my nose, well, on the tip of my nose and above my cheekbones, above the contour. Sometimes I'll get fancy and put it on the inner ducts of my eyes, but we're not doing that today because I end up doing eyeliner. So now you're going to get a little in-depth look of how I do my eyeliner. And see, what I was saying earlier is I leave that line from the concealer because it is amazing, guys, for me in the placement of that wing. Because I don't know about y'all, but it took me forever to figure out the placement of my wing. I mean, y'all, I shouldn't even edit in the clip. My wing was literally like the same. It lined up with my eyeball, and it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a little bit above your eyelash line. So yeah, there's a little tip for you guys. And by the way, if you don't have the NYX eyeliner that is in my hand, run and get it. Now we're going to go in with the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, which has been another one of my new favorites. And I had already applied my lashes. This mascara is bomb. One of many. I feel like they have so many good mascaras out there. Comment below your favorites. Mine is actually Thrive, but I ran out. I think I'm saying that right. But this is a runner-up, y'all. This is really good, and once again, very cost-effective. One thing Amber is going to do is lead the ladies to a cost-effective deal. We are saving our money for the good stuff, guys. We don't have to spend lots and lots of money on makeup, guys. Trust me. I'm here to be the living proof. Now, some things you can't do cheap, like your brushes, but they already don't come expensive. Like, Real Techniques is super affordable. So, yeah, that's just my opinion now. So now you're seeing me wipe off that lip oil from the Skin of Amber. Go check that out if you haven't. It's the best lip oil I've ever encountered. You see me wiping that off, and I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and just kind of reapply that above my lip. But I'm going to go in with a brown lip liner, and we're going to line her up. I don't usually overline on purpose. My lips are already full, so if you see me like overlined a little bit, it's because I was a little shaky that day. Not on purpose. So y'all, I just came up with a lip, honestly. I just went through my drawer, picked out the first two pinks that I've seen, and that's the lip. That was the lip. Products will be linked below. I mean, not linked, but you'll know what the product is in the comment section. So yeah.
Kept the gallery open till 10 for you and your friends. You know how I spend in HOUSTON. I get too crazy, had a little bad enough. We stay good friends, we get too wavy. All I know is that when it's
So now you'll see me reapplying that Skin of Amber lip oil, rose mint to be exact. It is the perfect lip topper because not only is it a lip oil, but it also has the base of a lip gloss. So it doesn't leave you sticky or no white residues. But guys, when I tell you, you can wear it with or without lipstick and it's just immaculate. The shine, the texture that it leaves your lips after it is gone, 10 out of 10. So yes, that is the lip for today. Super cute. We're going to spray her down with a little rose water and a little bit of the NYX Dewy Finish. Let her dry, and there you have it, guys. Chef's kiss. You just made it through your first beginner-friendly contour video by Amber. So yes, we're letting her dry up. Comment below what you think, any tips, any things you guys want to see detailed wise, and yeah, make sure you stay tuned for the next video. I love you guys so much, and you have a blessed day.